Good morning, folks. Happy Saturday. Hope everyone's doing well. We are on chapter 19 of The Last Promise today. So, hi, phones. Hi, Kay. Let me open up my little cheat sheet for The Last Promise before we get started, actually. Hi, Irony. I'm doing well today, Kay. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well, too. Alright, let me check if there's anything I need to do this map. I'm gonna look at my little cheat sheet. Okay, there's a Gaiden requirement, and there is a secret shop. Who has my member card? Altharez might have my member card, actually. Let's check. Yep, there it is. Okay. Let's see our deployment here. See, Liam seems pretty cracked. Ace sucks, but I'm using him anyway. I suppose I don't need Altharez. I have a chest key. Although there are 4 chests, it's quite a few, so it would be nice to have them. Let's see, who can we bench? I don't want to bench. I think Sean has been trash for me, but look, at this point, phones, the ace favoritism is totally just like sunk cost fallacy. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, B-Train, it is the last promise. I mean, we could probably sit Ben for a map and it wouldn't be a huge deal. That way we can bring Altharez. Pass the member card to somebody. Or no. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll send Altharez to the left so he'll get the first chests. And we just have to give somebody else his chest key. We'll give that to Anakin. Well, I hope your migraine gets better, Danny. And don't worry, we will always be using Ace. I am ride or die for Ace. Commander Ernest, you must surrender. You're still here, General? What a disgrace. You left your soldiers to flee inside here, and you think you can order me around? I should have you killed, General. Hi, Kristen. Well, welcome to The Last Promise. I hope you enjoy it. It's no use. These people are out of my sight, Howard. I'll fend for myself, without you around. The Emperor doesn't need weaklings like you. Okay, let's see what's up. Alright, Kellic can easily pick up a kill for me there. See, you can kill one of the fighters. I should check for droppables. Alright, there's an energy ring. There's a chest key. Where's that Night Crest? I actually care about that. There's a Night Crest. Streaming The Last Promise while you're at work. I stream it at the same time every week. But yes, during Pride Month, you're right. It's very sequitur-phobic of me. Alright, so we're gonna be able to promote Sean at the end of this chapter, so that'll actually be kind of nice. Have Inanna take out one of these soldiers. Well, I was hoping we could have Inanna take out one of these soldiers. Yeah, TOP has had some interesting maps. I wouldn't say there's been any, like, absolute bangers yet. But there's been, like, a lot of, like, pretty decent maps, I would say. Okay, I stream it at the same time on weeks where I stream it. But sometimes I gotta, like, move houses. Like, we're probably gonna miss next week, too, because I'm gonna be moving houses. Can't believe I don't plan around your work schedule. You know, you're right. I should plan around your work schedule. Thank you for the subscription, A Big Dummy for Life. I mean, obviously you're subbed here, so I would say you're a big smarty for life, to be honest. Oh, I forgot to give Emma a new tome. You can just take one of Sia's, it's not a huge deal. You're trying to get good at defend chapters and it's the struggle. I think defend chapters are very difficult to make good and satisfying. Like, I think there are only a couple defend maps where I would say, like, yeah, this is a killer map. Okay, Ace is definitely not being neglected. Ace is probably getting more love than he's ever gotten in his life from me. Look at this man. Let's just take a look at who you're talking about. 9 strength. Ah! How is my man gonna have 9 strength? Here, if it'll make you guys happy, he can fight these soldiers. Am I winning? I would say that we're doing okay. I am not winning on this Ace investment. This Ace investment has been very unfortunate so far. That's true. We do get an energy ring this chapter. Maybe we'll give it to Ace. That'll fix it, right? Sea Lizard only values LGBTQ plus people if they can fight well for him. I only value anyone if they can fight well for me. That's the same thing with the child soldiers. Anna and Jean can be on the team, but only if they fight well for me. Them's the breaks, baby. It's true, I do believe in meritocracy. As should you guys. We had Edelgard's birthday was this week, so we should all be all about meritocracy. I say as I deploy this 9 strength Ace every chapter. I will say, I hope that I get a Elysian whip soon, because I have about 8,000 flyers, and no whips. Got tons of hero crests. But I need a whip. Maybe there will be one in the secret shop. That would be nice. Just work hard and you can be strong and LGBTQ+. That's true. PLP is notoriously stingy with whips. Oh, it's a good thing I'm using like 4 flyers then. I get a whip from a secret event from raising Ace to 2020. That's unfortunate because he did not promote at 20. Let's see. We get someone to go kill that mage so that Altherez can go get the chest. Yeah, we just have to dance for Inanna. Although I should have checked to see that she can actually kill the guy. I bet that she can. Yes, Corbin finally got his promotion. Corbin is actually giving me a payoff for the favoritism I've shown Corbin. Oh, you have Air Caliber. See, this is why I should look at these things before I move. Or would you double anyway? Speed 14. Yeah, you would, actually. Oh, but she can't use it! Because her tome is E rank. Oh my god. Hold up, I'm being a disaster. Imagine how much more powerful I would be if I read what my units do. Oh, I am hardcore down on the Corbin Copium. Obviously, Corbin is a good unit for his qualities, and not because I gave him 2 angelic robes, a bunch of kills, and a promo item. He's good on his own merits, I promise. I don't know why you guys were so down on this Pegasus, though. She seems fine. Lizard, if all the Annas in FE are sisters, does that mean that Engage Anna has a sister that is over 10,000 years old? I don't know. I feel like we need, like, an Anna scientist to explain the nuances of all of the different Annas. Ooh, Ace one-rounding? I will say, he does have sick animations, though. Look at that. I mean, Inanna exists, but have you considered 2-flyer Sequitur? Karina and Ben exist, but have you considered 4-flyer Sequitur? Anna's reproduced via mitosis? That's probably true, to be honest. Actually, we are going to be able to triangle attack, I think, once we get whoever the third one is. So I should say 5-flyer. We're going to have 5-flyer. The Anna is the powerhouse of the cell. The Anna is certainly the powerhouse of my army after, like, you know, we give her those 2 chapters of Micaiah. opium. Then she can be the powerhouse of the cell. Well, you know, maybe a few more chapters of trading in a forge, but... Liren can have some rights. Oh, that's very kind of you to give Liren some rights, Sequitur. I can't defend her on the color palette, though. You've got me on that. No, level 10 is not quite the end of the Anna training arc. Although my big issue with Anna isn't even the training arc anymore so much as, like, I don't see, like, the big upside over, like, using her instead of Citrine, you know? How many chapters away from the end are we in Conquest? I think 3. We just finished 24. I believe there's 28 chapters. Ooh, is my mouse on the screen? Sorry. I didn't mean to have my mouse in my Game Boy Advance. I think we have 3 chapters left in the story of Conquest. However, we also have 1 paralogue that we need to play. Yeah, I recommend replaying Conquest. I hadn't played it in a long time, and I'm having a really good time with it right now. We're gonna try Invasion 3. I don't know that we're gonna complete Invasion 3 if it's as bad as you've told me, but we will certainly try Invasion 3. Ooh, that's a good call to shout out, phones. After Conquest, we will be doing Fire Emblem Engage Pick My Mods. And the window for submitting mods is closing. Here, I'll post it in chat real quick. Let me grab it. Copy link. If you want to submit a mod for Engage, you can do so at this link. And I encourage you to, it'll be fun. The mods will also be, anonymous to me. I'm having my fiance install them so that I will not get to see the mods until we actually start the run. So, you know, if you submit a mod, it'll be a jump scare for me. Yeah, I'm very nervous for the mod that you submitted, Phones. You made it sound very ominous last night. Can I do Birthright after? After Conquest is going to be Pick My Mods on the Tuesday-Thursday time slot. And then I don't know what I'll play after that. Maybe I could do Birthright. I'll probably do another poll. Before Conquest, I put up, like, a vote for people to do.
You can do it.
Because that's how we got Conquest. People voted for Conquest. So there will probably be another poll unless they, like, announce an FE4 remake, in which case we're playing FE4. Akira's is only brutal because he's making me use the unit. Akira's the only mod I know about, because I have to use the unit. I know one mod that has been submitted and will be used is the mod that makes Lapis get hit and crit anytime she gets attacked. And the agreement I've made with Akira is that I will use the mod, and I have to kill at least 3 units per map with, Lapis, unless it's like a warp skip map. Hi Roche, how are you doing today? Oh, look at Ace picking up kills. I spoke too soon. I hope there's FE4 remake. I like to think it's just a matter of time, but maybe that's hopium. Make Lapis the warp skip boss killer. I believe we agreed that she has to kill Sombron. So she'll be killing at least one boss. Also, I've been playing too much Modern FE, because let me tell you what I just did. A minute ago, Altheraz had a Knight's Crest in his inventory. And I was like, oh, I'll send the Knight's Crest to the Convoy, because Sean can just grab it from Anakin. Convoy's over here. Am I a Jubjral fan? I have no idea how that's pronounced, so I apologize if I butchered that. Yeah, I am. I really enjoy FE4, and Thracia is like top 2 Fire Emblems for me. It's either Sacred Stones or Thracia is my favorite. I think Sacred Stones, but it's one of those two. Who's this guy? Well, if I'm gonna betray Magnus, I guess now is the time. I should probably join forces with the rebels, huh? Alright, let's see what's in the secret shop. Ooh, I can get a Brave Tome. These are all really expensive. I'm gonna buy the Brave Tome. Do I want the Killer Lance? I'm not buying the Piercing Sword, it's too expensive. I'll buy the Killer Lance, though. Make Lapis kill Alchrist if I do Xenolog. I doubt that I'm doing Xenolog. But if I do, sure. But probably, I don't think I'm going to be doing Xenolog, most likely. Alright. Does Sean promote with a normal Knight's Crest? Hi, Huanglong Gaming. Please correct me if I pronounced that wrong. Yeah, I just don't like the Xenolog that much. I have no idea if you use a Knight's Crest, actually. Maybe? You don't. Okay. Oh, good, I pronounced it right. God bless. Yeah, I kind of figured it was a story promotion, but I was like, oh, let's check. But yeah, I'm getting all the promo items that I don't care about. I don't need Knight's Crests anymore, or Hero Crests for that matter. Yeah, I think, okay, I think maybe people exaggerate quite how bad the Xenolog was. But I didn't like it. Although I also almost think the weird implementation is worse than the Xenolog itself. Like, the fact that you have to play it every playthrough. What's your least favorite piece of Fire Emblem content? It might be for me. Because I'm trying to think, I at least like every Fire Emblem game. I would not say that I like the Felzito log. How much strength does Ace have? Ace has 9 strength. How much strength do you have? 13. You better not just be better Ace right now. 13, 11, 12. Okay, okay. He has more strength, but at least Ace has defense and speed on him. I really enjoyed Engage. I thought the gameplay was excellent. I am an Engage story hater. But I had a lot of fun with the gameplay of Engage. Honestly, I might as well promote this guy. What else am I doing with the crests? Only lows are 18 and FX. I'm not overly fond of the end game of Engage. I like the first, like, I don't know, 3/4, 4/5, I think are all excellent. And then I could kind of, like, take or leave the end game. Yeah, I mean, you do skip it, but, like, I don't want to have to skip it, you know? Like, I think the maps should just be fun if I don't skip them. Like, Darkling Woods, for example, is a map... I keep forgetting the convoy in this game is not how it works in other games. Like, Darkling Woods is a map that is not that bad because you skip it, but, like, I don't know. I would say it's a pretty bad map. Like, if I have to skip a map for it to be fun, I'm not too happy with the map design. Have I played Cypher? Just move my dancer without dancing unsubbed. Honestly, that's fair. That is, Fire Emblem malpractice. That being said, I just want to get him where he can go talk to this green unit. Come here, buddy. But yes, I don't have a problem with Fire Emblem endgames that you skip. But I think that, like, if I'm gonna say a map is good, either the skip needs to be particularly interesting, or, like, the map has to be fun if you don't skip it. Honestly, the biggest crime isn't missing the dance, it's missing the you can do it. We all need that motivation in this, in these trying times. Emma is still gaming. Seasonals. I really have to get her a weapon, though, because I forgot she had E-rank, anima. So she can't use a thunder. So she currently does not have a weapon. Well, she has one, but she can't use it. I did late promo, Emma. Chat wanted me to promo Sia. Which, to be fair, Sia has been pretty cracked for us, so I appreciate her. Why would you move there, Rex? Why is this where you would go to heal? Oh, thank you for the gifted memberships, MMORPGL. Hope you're doing well today. Do you guys have, you guys are just under fire, right? 16 attack, 17 attack. Yeah, no danger for the flyers here. You're unhappy with popped out chat? Is that a YouTube setting or something I'm doing? You just mean like that you can pop out the chat on YouTube? I think you can do that, but I never have. Hey, Peace. Hey, who are you? Now's probably not the best time to explain my situation. I'm on your side, seriously. Well, I was a Magnian soldier, but, you're on our side, right? That's all that's important. Welcome aboard, the name is Rex. Although I was a Magnian soldier, I don't agree with this war or its methods. Oh, yes, that Streamlabs bug is annoying. But sadly I don't know of any way to fix it. They brainwash us that all other people of Solemn are inferior, but I know better than this. Let me fight. I can't do anything else but fight. It's the only thing I can do to redeem myself. You use window capture instead and just open chat in a separate window. Ooh, that's kind of a good idea. I might have to do that in the future, because that also bothers me. Say no more. Your intentions are clear. I'm Anakin, one of the commanders. We're glad to have you, Rex. He detests the deeds his father Sid has done. Much like Final Fantasy, we have a Sid. Alright, I don't think we have a better use for this Knight's Crest, so let's just pop it. Did I see Sid? I feel like I did, but I'm forgetting who he is. Is Sean still garbage? Well, he's doing better this map, but, like, I think that's just because he's fighting, soldiers. Feels like pretty much anybody can do okay against soldiers. So I insta-promo Rex, but not Emma. Look, if I had 2 promo items, then Emma would have got the insta-promo. But we had to show Sia some favoritism, you know? He's the boss of the Siegfried mode guide. And was that the one with the boots? Animate seal. Oh, nice. I can promo a flyer this chapter. Yeah, he was the boots guy. Okay. I do remember the boots guy. Bummer. Could I do this to lesbian icon Emma? Is Emma a lesbian? Is that confirmed? Says one shot but doesn't one shot an armor knight. Well, to be fair, I didn't check. I don't know what I'm gonna use that one shot for. But I think it's a very funny item to exist. Am I enjoying his reduced EXP gain? Honestly, I'm not too worried about his experience. I'm just like, this is like a decent pre-promote, right? Any experience he gains is just kind of like a bonus. Here, put the Axe Weaver. dated a girl named Emma, therefore Emmas are all sapphic. I can't argue with the logic, to be honest. Alright, let's do a quick promoted comparison. 9 strength, 18 speed, 13 defense. 15 strength, 13 speed, 13 defense. Oh, ace. Yeah, that was kind of my thought process. I was just like, I mean, Liam is just messing dudes up. So as long as he continues to do that, he will have a place in my roster. Further proof that asexuals are harmless. Ugh. Well, Ace is certainly harmless, that's for sure. I will say Ace is a cutie. I agree with you on that. And he's got cool animations, and that counts for something. I'm kind of surprised that this thief is coming this way. Oh, hello, reinforcements. I assumed that this thief was gonna go over here. But if he's not, I'm like not really in much of a hurry.
You can do it.
Yeah, I have noticed there's not a ton of fast objectives. Which honestly is a nice break from, It has been a nice break from Conquest. Sometimes Conquest is stressful. How's this run going so far? I am enjoying myself, MMORPGL. It's been a lot of fun so far. I haven't played a ton of Fire Emblem ROM hacks, but I think I'm gonna have to play more, because I'm really enjoying this one, and I know there's a bunch of other ones, so... After my stressful Conquest, we'll see my modded Engage run. But I think that's at least gonna be funny. Conquest is like you let your guard down for a second and Kaze dies to a Luna Plus after 90 minutes of the Hinoka map. Kill that one. And Siegfried can kill this one. Conquest is very funny, Irony, just in ways that also make me cry. Play Vision Quest next. Vision Quest is an option. I'm thinking probably either that or Sacred Echoes. Yeah, Conquest, let your guard down and Kaze dies to a Luna. Rev, you let your guard down and Kaze dies to a snow map. And in Birthright, let your guard down and Kaze dies to not being supported with Corrin. Always a way for Kaze to die. The Lonely Mirror did seem pretty good. I've caught like a couple of your videos playing it, Roche. It looked fun. Alright, take it easy, Mecha. Have a good stream. Thanks for hanging out. Until the hidden gem called Fire Emblem Resonance is done. Sell me on it. What's up with Fire Emblem Resonance? There we go, there's the crit. Save us a weapon use. Have let your guard down and you fall asleep. True. I would say that's a risk in birthright too sometimes. The most fun defend and Fog of War maps. Ooh, that actually sounds pretty interesting. Oh, it's still in development? Oh, well, once it's out, I'll take a look at it. Leave Axe. You know, I have heard a couple people say that they like the snow map, so I'm actually not, like, too shocked to hear that. Birthright is your favorite, and it's not that close. I mean, I would say that is a pretty hot take. But I can, like, kind of, like, I can understand I'm having a very good time with Conquest. But, like, I could imagine why someone might not like Conquest. There's definitely a lot to Conquest where I'm like, oh, if you don't like things like, building the units, or if you don't like the skills system, or if you don't like some of the map gimmicks, then I'm like, I could see, like, not liking this game. For me, most of those things hit. But if they didn't, then, like, yeah, I could see, it not being your favorite. Oh, I could have just had you kill this thief. Damn. Yeah, capture is a cool thing in Fates. I, like, have not really made use of it in my current playthrough, but, like, I can see how it would be very powerful. Oh, here's a question for you, Roshan. I posted on Twitter. Yes, I mean, you know, you responded to it. The underrated units post on Twitter. On 3 separate occasions, someone mentioned Rinka. Do you agree, as a Birthright enjoyer, is Rinka better than we think? Because that was one of the ones a few people post. I have no idea. I've played Birthright, I think, twice. And I didn't really use Rinka in either of them. I feel like the community perception is pretty low. Like, usually I hear people saying Rinka's pretty bad.
You can do it.
Yeah, these are the things I usually hear, that Rinka is not very good and does no damage, is what I thought the community perception was. I don't know how true that is. Yeah, Birthright's not my favorite. I need to play it again sometime, but my perception is that, like, gameplay-wise, it reminds me a lot of Awakening. And I don't love Awakening's gameplay either. But yeah, the big route maps are just not it for me. One, two, four, 5, 6, 7. Okay. You have a horse slayer? I know there's a horse slayer around here. Oh, sorry, a hero slayer. Hero slayer? What did I think about your Merrick spiel? So I agree with you that Merrick is good. It's hard for me to say if he's underrated or not, because I don't know what people think about, like, Fire Emblem 1 units. Just because nobody ever talks about it, right? So I agree that Merrick is good. I don't know if Merrick is underrated. He might be. Who are you carrying? Oh, Rex. Is that who I meant for you to be carrying? Oh, yeah, because he was lagging behind. He just has higher con than I anticipated. Yeah, there were a couple where, like, people were like, oh, this FE12 unit is underrated, and I'm like, I have no idea if that's true or not, because I just... What do I know about FE12? Let's see, you have 40 attack, Why do you have 40 attack? Does that not seem high? You have 14 strength, 13 might. Is it like factoring in effectiveness? Is that like 40 when it's effective? Yeah, it is. That's interesting that it shows that way. So actually your power is 27. If you're not fighting a hero. Yeah, so we can have Siegfried do this, it's fine. Oh yeah, FE3 is really fun. I just, like, don't know anything about the meta of FE3. Or what people think about the units.
You can do it.
We're almost through this giant castle. We are getting there. And then we finally get to promote one of our flyers. Why does Anakin flip them off when he dances? Because it's a very sassy dance. But yeah, I was actually surprised how many people brought up like an FE1 unit or an FE12 unit on that Twitter post. I mean, obviously not that there's anything wrong about it. I enjoy discussing those units. But like, I was expecting a lot more like recent units, you know? I was just a little surprised at that. Because I don't think the shocker to me, I don't think anyone posted an engage unit when I was like, I'm shocked. Actually, I think someone posted Lapis. There's a 0% LTC of FE1. I might have to check it out. I do enjoy watching LTCs from time to time. Oh, you're right. There was also one about Vander, Jade, and Alfred. I think Alfred was the third one. Which I will say, I think people are kind of coming around on Vander, which is good. I think Vander was very underrated when the game came out. It seems like people are starting to reverse course on that a little bit. Looking for someone that can not kill this guy, hopefully. I just want to soften him up to give the kill to somebody else. Wait, is Liren stronger than Inanna? He is! That's crazy. Alright, maybe he won't crit. Good job, Liam. Ike is Warrior Panette's property because I'm boring. Me too. Maybe I'll do something different with Panette this time. Although, in my first playthrough, I actually basically didn't use Panette at all in my first playthrough. I did not become a Panette believer until my second go. Yeah, I don't really buy the Alfred doing things after the early game thing. I do think Alfred's early game pretty good. I mean, like, at least for the first few chapters, right? But I'm not sold on using him for a bunch of stuff after the early game. Well, I think the big turnoff for Panette for me was just that she doesn't do much on her first map. Which I know is, like, not how you should evaluate units, right? Like, you shouldn't just be like, oh, this unit doesn't do great on their join map. But that was the initial reason I didn't use her, because I was like, oh, I don't know, the join map performance wasn't that great. So I agree in the beginning of the game that people make a big deal out of the doubling thing and it doesn't matter, really. But I don't know. I don't really get what he's doing for you in the mid to late game that you couldn't be doing with some other unit. But I agree that, like, the getting doubled in the join maps doesn't really matter. Because if I remember, doesn't he literally get doubled for, like, less damage? Like, he gets doubled, but he still takes less than your other dudes. At which point, like, I don't really care about you getting doubled if you're still taking less. Slaylene needs, like, either better magic or better speed. I would accept either. Oh, they have a support. Oh, nice. They can unlock that later, though. I don't think Marth is a bad emblem. You just throw him on a unit that, like, wants speed and damage, and you're, like, pretty happy with that, right? It's not as flashy as some of the other ones, but... Well, here's the thing. I agree with you, Asui. I think we've gotten better about this, but I think that the way that we talked about emblems when the game came out was, like, really unproductive. Where, like, the big thing at the time is like, people were making tier lists, right? Or they would be like, oh, the leaf emblem is bad or trash or whatever, and I'm like, but I have to use it. Like, I only get so many ring slots, so, like, I just want to know, I think the more productive way to discuss the emblems, and I think it's shifted this way, which has been better, is less which emblems are good, and more how do we make the best use of all of our emblems, and I think that's better. Hi, Akira. Ooh, a whip! We're gonna get to promote 2 flyers! Okay, Karina can get 1 more combat, so she can get to 19, then she'll promote. And then we'll probably promote Ben, because Liren still has, like, 7 levels to gain. Yes, that is the trouble with, long footage. Editing it do be a pain. Here, I want to make sure Karina gets in her 1 combat. But yeah, I think the way that we discuss emblems now is a lot better than the way that we did when the game came out. Oh, thank you for the gifted memberships, Fun. Much appreciated. Here, Anana, do you want to go grab that whip for me? Gimme. Yeah, I feel like Celica in the late game becomes more about the movement tech than the, big blast. Lucky Charm? Is that what they call it in this game? Someone's always trying to steal me Lucky Charms. You hate how newer games do stat boosters? In what way? What's the, Oh, +2 to a stat that caps at 80? I will say, I do prefer the lower caps of, older Fire Emblem games. I feel like it just makes it, like, a little quicker and easier to do math in your head when it's smaller numbers. How do I feel about Digimon, and what Digimon would I want to be? I need to watch more Digimon. I was watching, what is it? The Monster Tamers season? The one where they have, like, the cards and stuff. And I really like the dinosaur Digimon in that one. You made another rant about what unit? Yes, I agree. I think that the, like, way people would, like, tier them against each other was weird. Especially, like, if you go look at, like, early conversations about rings, people are, like, ranking them and, like, talking about availability. And I'm like, that's like talking about, like, the availability of a killing edge. Who cares? You're gonna use, like, they're not in competition. You're gonna use both.
You can do it.
About FE11 Castor? I think I probably agree with you if you're saying Castor is underrated. I would say Castor is underrated. Like, talking about availability makes sense, like, when you're talking about units, because, like, usually you're talking about, like, okay, how many maps... Like, when you're units, you're making choices, right? On who you're gonna deploy, who's coming to what map, who's getting investment. And when you're doing that, availability is something that makes sense to look at. But with rings, I'm like, why are we looking at... Why is availability a thing we're discussing? Like, I was like, I just don't care about it in this context. This guy got evasion.
You can do it.
Veil plus Soren is so funny in Engage. One of my favorite combos. Sadly not in no DLC though. Why is Siegfried my answer to every problem? Oh, the no-thung is just more accurate, actually. Here, hit him with the no-thung on enemy phase, please. Oh, I have to grab that support before the map ends, too. I mean, I don't have to, but I'd like to. I think every emblem in Engage should have been a duo emblem. I don't know, maybe some of them could have been. I do think it's a bummer that the Hector one isn't. Feels bad that Elowood is the only lord not in from that game. Do you earnestly think you can defeat me? Yeah, probably. Forecast isn't looking too bad. Yeah, I was pretty happy, I think, with the amount of duo emblems that we got. I would say, if you do a duo ring with Ike, you lump him in with Soren, and then you give Alincia the DLC slot, I think. My god. Inanna. I'm trying to set it up so that, like, Kellic can get the kill or something. Oh, here, let's do our support. When are we getting a Merlinus emblem? There already is one. It's a ROM hack. I don't know what it's called. If Phones is here, he can probably tell you what it's called. But there is a Merlinus ROM hack. Ah, Commander Siegfried. There's no reason to be so formal with me, Corbin. We've known each other for quite a while now. I taught you how to wield swords and spears in the way of a knight. Remember? Or did you forget already? I'm sorry, Siegfried. I just don't wish to disrespect you. No worries, but it's almost worse when you treat me so coldly. Again, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. I know, and it's alright. So what did you wish to approach me about, Corbin? I just wanted to make sure you're doing okay. How is your injury holding up? Does it hurt? It does, but the pain is almost numbing. I guess I'm used to it. I see. I'm sorry I can't be of any help. It's alright, not even healing magic can cure a wound this deep. Nice. Who's getting lumped in with Byleth? No matter who you lump in with Byleth, someone's gonna be mad. Unless, actually, here's the two answers that I don't think would really upset anyone. Oh, I'm dumb. Discounted squares. You put Byleth in with either, either Geralt or with Shez. Oh, you could do Sothis, too. You could do Sothis. Oh, that's not who I meant to rescue. Ha! Geralt, emblem of getting fucking murdered. Not in Three Hopes, sometimes. Siegfried, I'm going to search for Howard. I can't let him get away. Don't fret, Kellic. We have time. Sure about that? You seem pretty relaxed, aren't you worried? No, Don't worry about Howard. You try to find the Duke. I won't kill Howard. I know you still have to talk to him. Okay. Sieg, you alright? You've been acting more weird than usual. You normally wouldn't care, but if you're tired, don't force yourself to work. You'll only be a nuisance. I'm fine. Just a headache. And thanks for the confidence vote, Kellic. Howard, I've found you. I will say, to be fair, I feel like if they did all of them as duos, they would be more like the DLC ones than the Ephraim one. The Ephraim one is like a little out of place compared to the other ones, I think. You must have realized the futility of escaping. It's not like we had any plans of letting you go anywhere. Why did you run away from us back there? You didn't even end up fighting us again. I'm sorry, I couldn't. I have no wish to fight you any longer. Were my heart my master, I would join you. Join us? You mean betray your country and your emperor? Yes, but I could not do such a thing. I owe my very life to the emperor. What's made you question what you're doing? Why wait until now to wish such a thing? One of your soldiers made me question, although I've always had doubts. You find honor in killing innocent people in the name of your liege? No man who calls himself a knight can honor such a deed. Who are you more loyal to, your emperor or yourself? Howard, I can prove to you that the path you're taking is not the best one there is. Tell us about the emperor. If your sense of justice wavers because of this man, then perhaps he's not... Yeah, there may be someone else manipulating him. I accidentally skipped a line. Your sword belies the intelligence. Your sword belies your intelligence. The Senate has a large amount of power. They were the ones who took away my position, assigned me to the task of destroying the rebellion instead of guarding his majesty. However, as long as I served him, I neither questioned nor regretted anything. Magnus's Senate, huh? Very little is known about them except they hold political power. I know, my brother Leon is amongst them. But anyway, Howard, we need all the information we can get. You can either help us on our quest and become a traitor, or we can force the information out of you. One path can redeem yourself for all the crimes you've committed in the name of your emperor. The other path will lead to suffering and prison. I speak bluntly, but only for your own good. I will cooperate, yet I can't join you. I could not face my country and fight its people. I never said anything about joining us. You haven't earned our trust yet. Just now, you were our enemy regardless of your intentions. Next, you'll become our prisoner. Although you have some choice about what you're going to do, Siegfried ultimately decides how he wants to deal with you. I can't believe no one is here. It's no use, Dad. I checked all the rooms. It looks like they were only there a short while ago. Maybe Magnus took them and ran away during the battle. It doesn't add up. How would they get out of the castle without us noticing? They would need some outstanding magic to warp so many people. I just need the Micaiah emblem. They have not left the castle. They're here with me. The Duke of Aegis, Paul, as well as the citizens, are all safe. Thank goodness. You've saved us quite a bit of trouble. My name is Siegfried. I'm the primary commander of Solemn's rebellion. And I am you, Scholar of Aegis. I've heard much about you, Siegfried. I can only hope you have heard good things. Indeed, you're well known amongst the Valencian people. Despite Magnus's attempts to silence your rebellion. Siegfried, we have a lot to talk about. But first, these civilians must return to their homes. When Magnus prepared to defend this castle, its nearest civilians were taken into it. Much have they suffered in this castle since then. After that, the Duke would like to see you. That sounds like a plan, you. Isn't you a character in Cardcaptor Sakura? Maybe. I haven't watched Cardcaptor Sakura in a long time. Duke Paul of Aegis. This is Commander Siegfried, leader of the rebel army. Glad to see that you're well, Duke Paul. It's only because of you that I've survived. Commander Siegfried, you've done so much. I don't know where to start. We truly are indebted to you. Commander, let me properly thank you, please. Our people have been miserable since the day Magnus took over. On that day, their mage general warped hundreds of troops here. We were instantly attacked and within minutes defeated. Our soldiers had no time to mount a proper defense. The evacuating villagers were all murdered. Murdered? Not even Magnus would. There's no other word to describe that slaughtering. The Magnian soldiers beat anyone they saw. Only those who hid and groveled were kept alive, because the Magnians see themselves as superior, better than all the people of Solemn. I've heard of this. They discriminate against those who aren't from Magnus, correct? Even within their own ranks, mercenaries were treated worse. I've not seen much of this in person, but it sounds horrid. That's right. You've saved us from this never-ending nightmare. Now that I've told you the events of that day, can you understand what your deeds mean to the people? I am only glad that I could be of service, Duke. Commander, this war's been taken to another level now. Magnus won't be held back any longer. You has informed me about the status of the war in other areas. I'm sure he could fill you in on the details later. But first, you and your men have to rest. This guy does give off some Ike vibes in the sprite department, that's for sure. If that isn't any trouble for you, we'd appreciate it. The entire castle is yours to use, General. General? Yes. I don't think you should be called a commander anymore. You're too important a figure to not be called a general. I made this decision only moments ago, but I'm sure your soldiers will agree. I suppose I can't argue here. Just have to get used to it. The gold halberdier. Amber promoted moment? Hey Luke, where are you going? Ah, Kellic, it's you. So you saw me. Haha. What are you doing walking about? It looks suspicious. Hi, Devin. Oh, you're quite rude, aren't you? I was simply going to check on the weapon inventory. I wouldn't want anyone tampering with it, mind you. See, so that's what you're doing. Of course it is, I said it myself. Well then, I'll be off. Curse that swordsman, always on my tail. Just when I thought I had the coast... Just when I had thought the coast was clear to the treasure chamber. Man, this castle is so big. I'm gonna go nuts just trying to remember where I'm going. Commander Kellic, thank goodness I found you so quickly. Something happened? Is it Luke? No, sir. It's Sid, the gold halberdier. He's come to take Aegis back. Crap. Our soldiers are all tired. We don't have the stamina for this. Just chug an S drink. And I'm surprised Magnus could bring reinforcements so fast. Was this planned as well, like Howard and Yulia? Sir, your orders? Call Siegfried and the others. Rally anyone who's able to battle. We can't let Fort Darner get taken back. Yes, sir! Just... guess I should go out there myself. Red-jacketed swordsman. I suppose you would be the infamous leader of the legend mercenaries. What a funny coincidence that you would spot me out by my clothing. As I recognize you by your armor, Sid, the gold halberdier. Humph. Weakling Kellic. I challenge you to a duel. Ha ha ha. Oh, you've excited me, gold halberdier. Wait, don't do it. Oh, there we go. There's the Sonic music. However, despite how tempting your offer is, I have other commitments. I insist. You would decline? Wouldn't call it declining. More of an if I get to it sort of situation, really. Whoa, for a second there I thought you were gonna accept. Damn, I thought you'd be lured into my trap. It doesn't matter, I'll spill your blood either way. Prepare yourself, rebels, just try and protect Aegis. Yup, His World by Crush40. I'm gonna be back in like 2 seconds. 1 moment, please. Alright, I'm back. Oh my god, you guys said frick while I was gone? When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Transfer.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Give you this shield. Oh, let's. Why do I have this Delphi shield sitting in the convoy? Let's actually give that to a unit. Kill every last one of them! Oop, that's blushing. Oh god. Interesting. Alt F2 makes that happen. Or maybe just F2. What do I think that actions have consequences kid is up to these days? I don't know, but I hope they're doing great. Why is this messed up? Hold on. Making a save state. Because I'm about to press some F keys and hopefully not ruin everything. Interesting. That's why we made the save state. I think I'm gonna have to reboot it. The thing that it's doing that's making me unhappy is if I'm like tapping a like up or down on my controller, it's moving like 2 or 3 times. We're fine. We're fine. I have a save state, so we're good. I just have to reboot the game. 1 second. There we go. Put that back where it belongs. Bada bing, bada boom. We're back. Go ahead and promote Ben. Hi, Defon. We were good. We fixed our technical issues. I kind of forgot about Mark. Oh, let me check my cheat sheet for things I need to do on this map. Cool. Nothing special I need to do on this particular map. Real question is, do I have a fire tome sitting around anywhere for Emma? Because it would be really nice if I did. I do, okay. The hero's flare on you. General Siegfried. Duke Paul, why are you here? The battle's about to happen. You have to go back inside. I can't. I'm gonna fight alongside you. Don't try and stop me. No matter what you say, I am independent of the rebellion. That means I don't have any obligation to follow your orders. Don't worry, though. I'll stay here at the gate. As the Duke of Aegis, I will protect it with my life. Can't say I condone this, but I don't have a choice, do I? It's an honor to fight alongside you, Duke Paul. I may not be a strong leader, but I'm a strong fighter. I won't hold you back, General Siegfried. Alright, everyone. Our goal is to defend Castle Aegis and Fort Darner. Did either of their guardians fall, they would fall as well. Still, if we can take out Cid, we can defeat them more easily. Don't forget, protect the fortresses at all costs. Alright, let's see, is this guy any good? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I mean, he's probably, like, better than, Ashe. Slightly less strength, but more speed and defense. Oh, some of my dudes are over here. Holy shit. Fascinating. You have boots again? The Adamant LNC. Oh, Lance. The Adamant Lance. Alright, hopefully it doesn't, like, mess us up too badly that I didn't notice that we were split into two groups. Ashe is your coyote. Ashe is the people's coyote, let's be honest. Yeah, I think the general is just a random green unit. Yeah. Have to be a little careful, because Archer. Get it, Rocher, Harden? I do get it. Coyote is just what people called Ashe. And then the joke Rocher is making in FE11, Harden is the coyote, and comes with Rocher. And Rocher likes Rocher. I like the Hardened squad. I always use at least, I pretty much always at least use Harden and one or two other dudes from that squad. How are those two so slow? You mean the Pegasus? I don't think the Pegasus are that slow. I think it's more like the Mercenary was just kind of fast. They would have doubled all these other guys. So, I mean, it's always Harden and one of Wolf or Sedgar, and then sometimes I use another guy. But pretty much always Harden and then one of Wolf and Sedgar at least. Oh, Ace. What a unit you are. So here's the question. Do I have anyone that can go kill the sniper? You have 9 speed and 10 defense. (14 speed. 17. 22 attack. You don't kill with the iron. I don't think you double with the steel. Alec might be able to do it with a killing edge, but I would need a crit. Thoughts on Roche as a unit, be honest? I think Roche is okay. Like, comes early enough that you could invest, you know? And hold a javelin.
You can do it.
I'm only talking about Shadow Dragon, though. I don't have opinions on any FE1 units. My experience is very limited with FE1. Damn, no crit. Bummer. Excuse me. No, I just want to get rid of this sniper. Yeah, I think in FE11, though, he's bad in, like, in the way that, like, everyone is bad. Like, FE11 has some really low-quality units. Or at least... I suppose I should say it's more like FE11 has some really good enemies. So I feel like there's a lot of units in Shadow Dragon that just can't quite hack it. Let's just check. Oh, this probably... Oh, why am I freaking out about a sniper? She has a Delphi shield. What am I even worried about? Oh, is this guy gonna come kill somebody? Maybe. I don't know. I am not playing this map in the wisest of manners. Damn, Mark doubles? Wow, Mark, you're like a real unit. Kind of. Honestly, if you're a unit that is good enough to receive favoritism and it not be a massive pain, that's like okay in Shadow Dragon by my book. Because there are a lot of units in Shadow Dragon where I'm just like, man, this unit does absolutely nothing. Alright, I have been told that this village has nothing in it, but let's see what they have to say at least. Is that the default pirate sprite? I actually kind of like it. Yes, I would say the unit quality in FE11 does not impress. Well, I don't know, it's honestly less that the unit quality, I guess this is really the same thing, but like, I don't know if it's like more that the unit quality is bad or more that like, the enemy quality is high, so like, a unit has to be pretty good to be used at all. Or at least like perform some niche, you know? Because, like, if you play Shadow Dragon on, like, not hard 5, right? I know that, like, we usually talk about these games on their highest difficulties, but, like, you play on not hard 5, suddenly a lot of units are very usable. Ba-dum-ba-bum.
I'm in the house like carpet.
Oh, thank you for the sub. I'm gonna try to pronounce it, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Joyce Isney, 556. Sorry if I butchered that. Yes, I would say in FE11, hard 5 is hard on a lot of units. There are a lot of units that, like, I feel like can do okay on other difficulties, but just don't have anything to do on hard 5. Which is funny coming after, like, you know, I remember going to the DS era after, like, the GBA era, and being like, wow, that's crazy, the enemies are actually good in this game. I mean, FE6 had good enemies, but I didn't play that when I was a kid. I would agree, Phones, that I do want most of the units to at least be usable. I don't mind, like, some trash units, because it can be kind of fun, like, getting a trash unit to do things. Like, I don't know, I think that can be an enjoyable challenge. But I want most of the units to at least be usable. Taros is usable until hard 1. Poor Taros. People tell me he's good in 12. I need to give 12 another play at some point. I really enjoyed 12, but I've only done one playthrough of it. Yes, I would agree, Danny, that the Shadow Dragon tier list is very like, there's the top, and then there's the bottom, which is like units that don't do anything, and then there's not that much in the middle. Let's see, the Adamant Lance just adds 3 might. That's not such a big deal. Ha! You wish to fight me? I'll kill you where you stand. I'm honestly surprised there's not a side quest to fight him with Kellic. There isn't one, according to my cheat sheet, but I'm a little surprised. Yeah, I see what you mean, Danny. It's like the, he's like Har in that the increase is large, not that they increase to the exact same thing. Yeah.
You can do it.
We just do math. 18 strength, up to 15 might, so that would be 33. So we can't kill Kellic. Support? Karina, how are you? Are you doing okay? Yeah, I'm fine. You need something? No, nothing. Just asking. Just asking, huh? Expect you to ask for something like, can you fly me here? Or can you scout out this area? Or maybe can you cook dinner? What? Do I really ask for that much? No, it's just me. Just being a little paranoid, old employers and the such. I'm sorry, Kellic. Thanks for asking. Yeah. As a weird support. And we'll kill the boss next. Oh, I love Anakin. I think he's funny. I wonder if this map ends when I kill the boss or not. Yes, I have been told that about Karina's character. Looks like the golden spear has finally... It really feels like they should have had some dialogue there. After all that about the duel at the beginning. Oh, I don't get the adamant spear. Whatever, it's fine. I don't care. Oh, the chapter does end. Damn, I should have farmed experience. We've done it. We protected Aegis. Now I have even more to thank you for. Twice has Aegis been saved by your rebellion. Magnus had not killed our own knights. It's nothing to think about it. We came to liberate Aegis, and if we didn't protect it, what liberators would we be? As much as you say that, Well, anyway, you're free to stay as many nights as you need. We can discuss the war after some rest tonight. Indeed. You still hasn't found the chance to fill us in. Magnus has had so much control over society that even rumors and gossip have become scarce. Yes, how did Magnus come to this? Thank you all for coming here. I assure you the information I have to tell you is important for you to know. Though I've already heard this, I feel I should be here to discuss it. This discussion affects all of us after all. Indeed. With that said, I shall begin. My personal story started when Magnus first invaded Aegis. As Duke Paul has told you, Aegis was taken about 2 years ago. It was then that Magnus's highest-ranked general, the Mage General, warped countless troops on Valencian soil. The Mage General's magic is beyond compare. He's more than a prodigy. He has the capability to warp himself, as well as multiple others to any location. Such manipulation of ether has been unheard of. He has the Micaiah ring! Except by Magus, one of the 7 heroes, who with help avoided the extinction of humans. But we all know the story of how we humans were driven away from the old Blaine to this new continent of Solemn. So I digress. Within minutes, Magnus had started rampaging across Aegis. There wasn't even time for a messenger to reach the Duke. Within an hour, the civilians had been subdued, and Castle Aegis had fallen without a fight. After this, Magnus was confident it could conquer the rest of Valencia. After all, for the 8 years or so before that, conflict had rendered Regalia and Alexia without leaders, and Count Pellinor and Count Divisio as traitors. Alicia, self-absorbed in their inability to choose a queen, was supposedly taken advantage of and conquered as well. They were too preoccupied to fend off against Magnus. Not only this, but Magnus has been preparing for years. General Siegfried, you know better than us. Signs of war and conflict began 10 years ago, and the people with the power to stop it failed to. Yes. If only I had been more careful and decisive. Athea, too, was taken over, as is common knowledge. You make as many tweets as you want, Roche. I like to read people's opinions on these. These are always fun tweets for me to read people's takes on. Without a unification of tribes, Athea is too fragile to wage any war. Of course, spreading occupation forces and striking deals. These things may take time for Magnus to do, but they sacrifice little else in doing so. And with Alicia, Athea, and Valencia out of the picture, Blaine was thus the last area to resist Magnian takeover. Of course, Blaine is also strong, but not enough. While you stirred up a rebellion in Athea, Magnus was making preparations for a large push on Blaine. Their Imperial generals have been away from the battlefield. I can only guess as why that is so. But I do know the situation in Blaine. What are they doing? If Magnus hasn't sent any of its Imperial guards to us, then they must still be busy dealing with Blaine, right? Though I'm honestly a little confused. Blaine's status is unfortunate. I've been working as a spy in Magnus, and they say Blaine is left with only the capital and a few other neighboring cities and strongholds. The king and his royal riders remain there, struggling. Yet somehow they've managed to hold off Magnus until now. So Magnus is closing in on Blaine? Yes, Magnus has set up defense lines surrounding the core of Blaine. Magnus will not let anyone enter nor leave its borders. That important piece of information. I think our course is set. To Blaine? That's what I think. We need to help Blaine fight against Magnus. They're our only real ally left. It's that simple. I agree, Kellic. If we don't seize this chance, Magnus may quickly reconquer Athea. Chief Hass of the Fora is there, but I can't imagine he could hold out forever against Magnus's numbers. If Blaine was taken out as well, we'd be Magnus's lone target. There's no way they'd let us have our way at that point. And we cannot discount the Mage General in our plans. He's an excellent tactician as well. With his magical power, he could do something like what he did to Aegis. He would have used that power long ago if it was that simple, though. Warping people doesn't only take massive amounts of ether, but also the skill to control the flow of that ether at once. I don't believe he can use his magic on such a large scale as he pleases. Even Gallagher must have limits. Huh. Dad, do you remember that prisoner we met? Yeah, I was just thinking about him. His name was Gallagher. Somehow I remember it. But it could have been another Gallagher. Yeah, it was another Gallagher. Yeah, thank you, Siegfried, for being the voice of reason here. Perhaps, but I don't believe that Gallagher is a very common name. Well... Oh, I know. Gallagher's eyes were two completely different colors. Ah, you're right. The Mage General also has two eerie different colored eyes. But the Gallagher we met was nothing but an innocent prisoner. And what purpose would he have to enact such a ruse? If I may, the Mage General has the ability to warp, as you may remember. Possible he was traveling to spy on the soldiers. If that were the case, why not just kill us then and there? If he's as strong as you say he is, he'd have no problem with that. That I cannot explain. I'm sure the truth will reveal itself in time. If you truly met Gallagher as you say you did, there must be some reason he chose not to confront you. For now, I will supply you with your basic necessities. Unfortunately, most of our treasure was stolen by Magnus. There's little extra funding I can offer you, General. We'll accept whatever you have to offer, Duke. Any and all support is appreciated, regardless of its measure. Such benevolence carries you far, General. I have an extra present for you, if you may. You can give it to whoever can make use of it. A celestial ring. Do you have one to spare? I was going to give this to my future wife, but if not for you, I would not live to that time. Besides, my marriage will have to wait some. What ruler would I be if I got married in the middle of a war? I'm touched, but this is better spent elsewhere. I'd be grateful if you would take it, General. Alright, I'll take it. Alec, if you could have an audience with me later. You wish, Duke, Paul. Blazer did it first. True, all things were done first by either Blazer or Kaga. Great General Landmark. Knight General Holton. Mage General Gallagher. Rare that I see all three of you assembled before me. I hope you've enjoyed a taste of the luxuries of my new society. Your life the past month is what only the virtuous people will receive. After we conquer Blaine, only the good of society will survive and flourish. With you at my sides, we'll eradicate the filth of this world. My apologies, generals. I did not call you here to preach to you. Instead, I have some new orders for you to fulfill. I've been waiting. Your Majesty, I've been waiting for orders. Make my duty to kill Zane, and I will fulfill my duty. General Zane will have to wait. In any case, your orders are first, Cabal. You must venture to hellyeah and kill the leader of the Fora. He should be there now. However, if he were to join with the rebels, he would no longer be easily able to target him. Oh, him? He isn't quite the prey I look forward to killing. But, as your order, I will hunt down Chief Haas. Thank you. Now, Landmark. You must stay here and defend Magnus. The leader of the rebellion is a former knight, but has lost his reason. Since Valencia borders Magnus, he might very well invade. You must prevent this, and hold nothing back. We will use our best soldiers and weapons if need be. In the case that he does not attack, we shall build defenses along the borderline. I'm also leaving you in charge of preparing the royal army. Understood? Yes, your majesty. I shall see to it that we have no room for error. And you, Gallagher, my most prized possession. We will take Blaine and kill its ruler, to be replaced by you. General Zane would not leave his king defenseless at the castle. We must bait the king out of his castle and then ambush him, and use any resources you want to execute such a plan. The rest is up to me, then. Yes, that's right. Failure is not an option. But in the case that something did not work as intended, come back to the palace as soon as possible. Your ability to reinforce the strength and durability of weapons and armor with ether is one of our greatest assets. I would rather have General Holton take the front lines than risk having you use up too much of your energy, Gallagher. So I shall kill Blaine, Holton shall hunt the foreign chief, Landmark shall ready defenses. If this does not work as planned, Holton shall take the front lines and Landmark and I will prepare the army. Yes. If nothing else, the rebels are quick. They travel hastily and fight like madmen. We could corner them and make them fight on our terms. This would be as easy as sending one of you to finish them off. Please do not worry, your majesty. We shall all do as you've told us. If that is the case, then my imperial generals, you are now dismissed. My dream world will come to fruition. I'll ensure that it does, for my country, my people. I must eradicate all of the inferior society, before they send this continent to the bottom of the ocean. I'm glad you came, Kellic. I have something for you. Heaven Seal. You had one in your possession? In our secret vaults, yes. Not even Magnus could locate it. Why for me? I'm considered a commander, but it's just a title. Yet there are only so many of these to exist. There are so many knights who could make better use of this. I don't mean to be rude, but you should reconsider. Kellic, you don't have to be a knight to use a Heaven Seal. The 7 heroes of the Falling were said to have used these seals. All it does is help unlock the power you already have within you. You can't put me on the level of one of the 7 heroes. They saved the humans from the brink of extinction. You're right, I can't. But I myself am not a great duke or leader. I'm not big on proper etiquette, manners, and speech. Not even a great governor of my territory. Yet my father passed this down to me. I feel like this guy just keeps talking about how much of a loser he is. He's like, I'm bad at everything. And if it's unused, it will serve as nothing more than a relic. I can't say I know how well you'd govern Aegis, nor can I say that I want or need this emblem. You see this necklace? It's a special amulet. It contains the soul of a friend I lost years ago. The very ether that comprised his mind and essence is in here. You mean to say it is an Ethereum? Yes. Ethereums are containers for ether that hold a tremendous power. Containing one with the ether of human life is costly. I have enough responsibility with this much power alone. But the fact that you don't seek out more sources of power shows you're enough to have power but not misuse it. After all, whoever's soul has an attachment to that necklace must also have an attachment to the person that uses it, no? My understanding of Ethereums may indeed be limited, but I believe this much is true. Come on, Kellic. Why must you and General Siegfried be so stubborn at taking gifts? Alright, alright. I'll keep it with me, but I can't say I'll make use of it right away. Though someday I may in fact need its power. If I'm to have any hope of defeating Leon. I trust you in that matter. Honestly, even Siegfried's son Sean may be able to use it. Even though I think your time is now, you're free to do what you will, Kellic. Just know that. Thank you, Duke Paul. Think nothing of it. Even after this, I still haven't repaid you for saving Aegis. Best of luck to you, Anakin, General Siegfried, his son, and the Rebellion. Best of luck to you in defending Aegis, Duke. Howard. Odd to see you here, defenseless, powerless. Has my time come? Your time for what? My punishment for the wrongs I've done. You regret them? You had the chance, would you correct yourself? I cannot correct my past. I can only change my future. Well said, Howard. I never expected to hear those words come from your mouth. Kellic told us everything, Howard. I didn't know what to think at first. I was too bewildered to be angry or sentimental or anything. Dad, I don't like him. But if you're willing, then I'm willing too. Howard, will you join us? If you've truly had a change of heart, I offer you a chance to show it. I know our soldiers won't have an easy time fighting with you, but as long as you stay loyal to your words, we have no problem. Please, let me fight. Please? I can't take the guilt. The guilt of everything I've so foolishly done for my majesty. Sia is brave, isn't she? Even when fighting against an enemy general, she saw the good in you. If not for her, you might be dead now. Instead, you'll join us on the battlefield and fight alongside us. Fate is unpredictable, isn't it? Siegfried, trust in me. I will do everything in my power to resist Magnus. I can no longer feign ignorance of its deeds. Heed my oath, I will surrender this life to peace and redemption. New friend? 1 month later, time skip. Ah, so much traveling. Anakin, you have it easy. My horse has it the toughest. Oh, Sean. When you become older, you'll see how tiresome it is. You act like you're a senior citizen, Anakin. Does that even count as laziness? I think that falls in the category of weak. I'm sure Anakin would agree with me, but he's too out of breath. Anakin, you could use some motivation yourself. Huh, that's right. It's not laziness, it's a lack of motivation. Isn't that what you say all the time, Anakin? You two sure are in a mocking mood. Jerks. Wait, Anakin, I'm sorry. There goes the other blonde. I guess Sean didn't realize Anakin was just playing along. Well, anyway, Levian, how close are we to the castle? We could reach there before sunset. Kellic. Right. I think we could use a break. Mind telling Siegfried? As you wish. It's Magnus. They've come again. They're trying to trick us by posing as rebels. I must inform General Zane about this. Imperial General Zane, I bear news from the west. Damn, we need a break. What is it this time? I spotted a group of Magnians posing as rebels again. They bear no definitive flag or mark amongst them. They must think that we hadn't figured out their plan. The defeat of our 2nd Division was because they were ambushed by fake rebels. The whole rebellion is probably a ruse set up by Magnus. Completely imaginary. I'll inform the king and send him to safety elsewhere. You go and commence the battle preparations. Is this game good? Hi, Dinglepuss. I'm enjoying it so far. If you like Fire Emblem 7, I think you'll probably like this game. They definitely have very similar vibes to me. But yeah, I would say it's pretty fun. Yes, sir. Your Majesty, another group of rebellion imposters has come to take this castle. Please let us hurry you to safety. Not again. Those Magnian scoundrels. It seems I can trust no one but you, Zane. I will head to the secret fortress. You stay here and defend against the invaders. Your Majesty, please give me leave to travel with you. I could never feel at ease without you by my side. I do not wish it this way. However, you are my most skilled and powerful soldier, Zane. I will not waste your skills protecting me. Majesty. General Zane, if your situation becomes too dire, surrender. I would be tainted with misery if you were to fall. Your Majesty, I am your soldier. As kind as you are, it is my duty to fight to the death. I must leave now to prepare for the battle. Leopold, please take good care of the king. Of course, he's in my complete care. That sound, was that a battle call? It is undoubtedly what I heard it to be. I presume that Blaine takes us as the enemy. Us? The enemy? No way. As ridiculous as that is, it seems that way. Their formation, numbers, and weapons convey hostility. There must be some confusion here. Their spears came before their words. Perhaps if we can make them surrender. Blaine should be on our side. What happened? If they actually attack us, we'll have no choice but to attack back. We don't have time to figure this out. We have to defend ourselves. Alright, time to promote Kellic. Right? Oh, can I not use the thing yet? Is it not time? He gave me the Heaven Seal, but Kellic isn't going to use it until it's time to use it. Alright. Well, that is where I am going to stop for today. Stream schedule for this week is going to be kind of weird because we are moving out of the state this week. So, there will definitely be our Conquest stream early in the week. That should still happen on Tuesday. I'm not sure about the rest of the week. Thursdays will probably be canceled. Saturday might be. It depends how fast the move goes. But we'll at least have the Tuesday stream. And then we'll be all moved and settled in, and the stream schedule will go back to normal. But thanks for hanging out, everyone, and hope you have a lovely weekend.